I don't really know what to say. I'm gonna be honest. Glisten was by far like the most like persistent I've been with anything in my entire life, most likely. So much effort and like so many things culminated into making the Glisten experience was like what it was. Honestly, I started it straight after beating 9 circles. I'm gonna be honest. I was dedicated to it from the start. I definitely didn't think it was gonna reach the point that it did. I thought I was probably gonna drop it or something, but I was willing to go the whole way through, and I did. I really did, and it definitely didn't go how I expected. I expected the level to destroy me, and it didn't. It was read the description of my completion. It was 100 out of 100, which is something I doubt will ever happen again to a level of that magnitude. It wasn't just a level for me. I'll tell you that much. It wasn't just a geometry dash level. It was a lot more than that. Like I kind of grew up with Glisten. I mean, though it only took me like almost 2 years, so much fucking happened in between those 2 years. I mean, like the progression of Glisten is like almost the exact same progression of like chapters of my life. And as soon as the last chapter closed, so did Glisten. It represents as like all of the mental health struggles I overcame. It represents my friends. It represents the TGL. It represents me finding myself out. It represents Star Map. I love Star Map, by the way. Like it represents everything, man. It's so much culminating in that level. I mean, fuck. I was foreshadowed before I even planned it. The fucking level was foreshadowed years ago when I first joined the TGL. I said like Poopy, me and Poopy, we were talking about jumping, and I said, bro, I'm gonna jump from hard demon move to extreme. Just you wait. And I was kidding, and I ended up fucking doing that, man. So this level means so much to me. Like when I first started it, I got runs little by little. Like first it was 85, it was 90 to 100, and 85. And it took a while for me to get a 80. I mean, took a while for me to get ball to 100. That was a big run for me. It was hard. 100,000 attempts. I've never reached anything near that number. Like prior to this, largest amount of attempts anything ever took me was 18K. And that was 9 circles. Speaking of, I beat 9 circles. And I started playing the level. I ended up circling back to my original point. Sorry. The level was so hard. So unbelievably hard. But it never felt like it. I started going for Glisten because it was, my favorite level. I loved it. As soon as I saw that fucking level, I fell in love with it. Like, to this day, I love it. It's still my favorite level, But at that time, that level was, I couldn't think of a single flaw. And because of that, I went for it. And I kept going and going and going and going until I had the whole thing learned because I just liked it. I thought it was so fun that it didn't really feel like I was grinding. When I started Glisten, I was on PC. And then my computer broke, and then I switched to mobile. I'm pretty sure I switched to PC again, and then I switched to mobile, and then I switched to PC again. So much happened, I remember getting my first ball attempt, and that was so big for me because I was stuck at the first spider. When I got my first ball attempt, the floodgates opened for so much more. After that, I started playing other levels. I played Accu. I didn't beat it, obviously. I played Accu. I played, a ton of shit, and I got better, and I did more runs, and I got more further and further, up until I think I got to 49, or the 40s, and then I kept playing, I stopped, and I stopped. It was on and off for a bit. When I came back to Canada, even though this was like a year after starting Glisten, I think I had 53. I had 53 from mobile. When I came back, I picked up my phone one day. I opened GD and I just played Glisten. I barely even got into mod menu properly, and on touchscreen after not playing, in 30 minutes I got 56. And I was like, and that's when I knew I could definitely fucking beat this. I'd already been playing it for a year and I didn't even realize if I could beat it or not. That's crazy, right? Anyways, that's when I realized I could beat the level. And that's also about the time I realized how much Glisten actually meant to me. Like, it was never just a level to me. It was never just a level. Even when I couldn't put my finger on it, it was never just a game. It was never just Geometry Dash. I just lost the game. It was more. It was so much more. And, as I played it for more and longer, and I got closer and closer to beating it, it started meaning more and more. And, like a big wave of progress came when I got my PC. I mean, obviously, right? And though it was less of the PC game, it was more just me playing more levels and playing GD more and shit. But anyways, and I started the level as a jump from 9 circles, but I ended up beating Tower Descent mid grind. That was kind of a battle mentally. Even though I beat the level in 2 days, it was very quick. The act of actually starting to go for a new hardest and committing to beating it was really scary for me. Because, I wanted Glisten to be a jump from 9 circles. It was kind of like a big thing. But I realized that in order to beat it quicker, in order to kind of progress, I did need to beat a new hardest eventually. And Glisten, I knew was going to take a long time. I beat Tower Descent, and I kept playing Glisten, and I got steady progress. And eventually, when I got 80, just everything flipped on its head. It was either I didn't get anything, or I got the greatest session ever. And good sessions were a lot more inclined to happen. The day I beat it, I wasn't expecting to. I'll tell. I mean, I was and I wasn't. The day before is when I thought I was going to beat it, because I had a very good session that day. I didn't. But today, when I played it, I played quite a bit, 2 hours. But I finished the level off, and it was so fucking crazy. I didn't think that was gonna happen. I didn't think, it was so unexpected. And beating it, finishing off a 22-month journey that just fucking it encapsulates everything about me. Glisten, I am Glisten, dude. The modern Hubblebot. That's what Glisten encapsulates. It's so beautiful. See me pulling through, and I'm not done with Geometry Dash yet. Nowhere near. I don't know what I'm gonna do next. I don't know what's coming, but I'm definitely not done. If anything, I've only really started. I've beaten one extreme. I mean, I have the skill to beat way more. I can beat Aku, I can beat Kata. I can beat Bloodbath if I want to. Yeah, I'm not done. I'm really not. I really thank the TGL. I thank everyone who supported me. And I think if it weren't for them, I wouldn't have pulled through, for sure. And I also thank Yumi, my friend. They, Volpixie, as some people know them, they got banned a long while back. But I've maintained friends with them the whole time. And they also really helped me push through. They beat Glisten. It was on mobile, it was fucking crazy. And that also, it really helped me push. There's so many tiny little things that just helped me push along the way. I mean, everyone I knew was cheering me on. So many people I could name that I thank. I don't think there's gonna be anything that ever. It's probably gonna be the Glisten. It's probably gonna remain in the top 5 things that require the most perseverance that I actually go through it through the rest of my life. I'm never gonna forget this. I'm never gonna forget this. This level, the game, honestly, has completely changed the way I view challenges. Honestly, the way I view life, and I think that's amazing. I just want to say thank you. Thank you to everyone who supported me. Thank you to those who didn't. Alright? Thanks to everything. Fucking love Glisten. Fucking love life. And I'm so glad I got to beat this. There's so much more I would want to say, but, 10 minutes is kind of steep, and no one's gonna actually listen to this, right? Thank you, James A. Naismith! Thank you, James A. Naismith! Oh my fucking...